He's a little bit of a concern. We're going to have a look at him in training today, really. So we'll get a guide from him. Obviously, he's an experienced enough player, but he said he doesn't feel that bad, which is good news for him. And he's obviously got a call up for Scotland as well to think about. But we'll be guided by him today and see how he is. It was a good test. I was a little bit disappointed with us on the ball. I felt, we gave some, as I said, unforced errors. But trying to play the right way, trying to play out of the press, but give the ball away too often, which caused us problems. But on the other side of it, watching the game back, Tim didn't have an awful lot of saves to make at all. So, again, the defence and the players in front of him are protecting him an awful lot. I don't want to be a counter-attacking team, certainly at home. I want to have more control than what we had. But on transitions, I thought, or counter-attacks in old money, I thought we were really good and created a number of problems. And if we'd have stopped giving the ball away, we may have been more than 2 goals up. No, there's training sessions that we do all the time that puts them into positions where they could get overloaded and sometimes take players out, and so there's lots of work you can do for them to get better at that problem solving. What you can't coach sometimes is unforced errors. What you can coach is how to deal with unforced errors, and as I say, I felt we dealt with them quite well. We've been fairly consistent throughout, if I'm honest, in the 10 games. Probably the most inconsistent with the ball was on Wednesday night. You look at the first 3 games and we only got 1 point from it, but we had more control in them games than we did in the last game where we got 3 points. So it's consistency that we strive for, and I think we're getting there. I believe we're getting there. I think the fact that we haven't had a game for 10-11 days didn't help for the Bristol City game. But no, we're in a good place at the moment. No, I just think it's fair that there is more expectation on us and fair that there is more to come. I don't think we've got the rhythm that I would like us to have at the moment, and the players are aware of that. But the good thing is we've got people who can score goals in all areas at the moment. Yeah, no, he certainly does. His character and his personality. I don't think he'd be comfortable with having an armband. He doesn't want that. He likes to be left alone and deal with his own game. But his work rate he certainly works hard for his team, and his teammates really appreciate him. No, they're not. They've lost the same amount of games as we have. And I've watched them against Watford, against Burnley. They beat Hull 5-2 at home, and they've been really, really strong. Burnley and Watford found it really tough against them. They're both them games were at the Hawthorns, so they've got some quality players certainly at this level. Jed Wallace and John Swift, who they signed. I had Swifty at Brentford, so I know what a good player he is. So they've got strength throughout the team, and Steve is in the 1,000 club in terms of managing games, so he certainly understands the game. Yeah, no, he's been training really well. He's getting better and better, and that was the reasoning to put him on there as and give us legs in there, and I thought he did that. He's a really good forward runner. He can get up to players really well as well. We'd been loose on the ball, so I felt that he would protect it a little bit more as well. No, he gives us a lot more balance. He makes it easier to play balls down that left hand side than it would a right footer, because you can always play that ball. Golf would call it the draw, the out to in ball, which we haven't got at the moment, having 2 right footers out there. So yeah, it would balance us off. Yeah, no, I mean, if we want to keep players here, then obviously I will go to Stuart, and when there's contract situation, Stuart will come and talk to me, and we'll discuss about what the benefits are of keeping the players or not. But it all depends on the demands of the players and their representatives at the end of the day. But if we want to keep players, then we'll try and keep them.